People always overhate on Gens 1 and 5 for their object Pokemon, but ignore the fact that they're in pretty much every generation. Forwarding them all, and unlike its evolution, Bronzor is sadly just so bad. Its typing and abilities are both incredible, and so are its defenses, but its offensive stats are basically useless, and you'd think that it would at least be decent at being a supportive wall, but because of the way that level up moves work in the wild, I can never manage to find one that hasn't already forgotten Confuse Ray, and without it, its move pool is pretty much pointless. Like yes, Bronzor is going to take hits, but that isn't worth much of anything if it isn't also supporting or dealing damage, neither of which Bronzor does very well. And the fact that it doesn't evolve until level 33 makes it even worse, 2 stars. Though it is available way earlier than it seems, you can find it before the 3rd gym in Sinnoh and even earlier in Galar, so that actually just barely averages out to 5 stars. It seems to be pretty directly based off an old Japanese myth of a temple melting down those antique carved bronze mirrors to turn into a bell, but that took a very dark and spiritual turn, 4 stars. But its design never really read that way to me. Granted, that's probably just a cultural difference. I'm sure people who grew up around these Asian cultures probably do recognize this as one of those bronze mirrors, but to me, I always thought this was more of an ancient mystical coin or something. But either way, it's a pretty successful object Pokemon design. The mysterious pattern on its back and the cute little face do manage to give it some character and maybe even make it kinda cute, 3 stars. So that will give Bronzor a decent 3.5 stars overall.